Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for June 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. That's Monday through Thursday. Of course, I'm using my two Radley Valentine decks. I'll use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main message. I'll pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now I'm going to, for the intro, pull a couple from my Waite Rider traditional tarot decks. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Now, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power. My job just deliver the message. Try not to get too much in the way of it. Anything that is put down, if it is reversed, I feel that that has a stronger energy. So just be aware of that. It may resonate a little bit more for you. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is on the 15th. The 15th, we have actually, this is going to be the second time this year that Saturn will square with Uranus. Now, the major changes, though, is that Saturn is now retrograde. So expect something, maybe some news, some announcements, some changes. Squares generally mean, to me, that it's kind of, they're a little bit, sometimes they can be working together, but many times it's working opposite of each other. And it's kind of like that conflict possibly of like siblings, and then just kind of, brother against brother, sister against sister. So there could be something going on like that. I feel that that could be in our personal relationships. It could also be something in the bigger, scheme of things. So that's going to be on the 15th. Change, and, Uranus is, of course, expect the unexpected. Saturn, I know I'm always saying this, but Saturn is about, Saturn in Aquarius is illusion versus reality. So expect some interesting energies going on. So let's start our readings now. Oops, forgot to pull a couple of these cards. So let's see what we have going on. Yeah, I do feel that with the that 15th, there could be a little bit of a struggle going on with us. We need to make sure we push forward. I'm not so necessarily worried about money situations, but we may have some choices that we have to make about money. We will be very creative. There will be some creative solutions. So let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here going on. And we'll take 3. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we have for this week. General, this could be very personal. This could be overview. First card. Okay, so this is a 7 of Swords. Sevens have that divine umbrella. Sevens have, is a divine number. It's one of those numbers or it's one of those universal type of energies of something watching over you that's greater than what you normally have, or greater than your internal being. Let's put it this way. Swords is your Gemini, which we're in Gemini. Mercury is also retrograde in Gemini. It's also Libra. It's also Aries energy. It's air energy. Remember the swords. The swords cut through the air. The swords cut through the air and helps you to see things the way they're supposed to be. Or it helps you to see things clearer. Remember Saturn and Aquarius. Yeah, we talked about that all the time. But, this is one of those times that's like, am I really being trapped by my old thoughts? Do I have some new thoughts? In this one, you can see this person looks like she is, and it is a female, but it doesn't matter. It could be male or female. She looks like she's trapped. She looks like she's, basically in some sort of a prison. It's not a prison with the walls, but the swords are placed around her to just kind of give a threatening. But if you really look at her, a lot of this is in her head. A lot of this is, somebody bound her up. Somebody did do what they did. But there's options to escape. There's ways out of this situation. So a lot of this is being in your head too much. a lot of this is not necessarily, again, Saturn Aquarius, not necessarily seeing, or not necessarily distinguishing reality from truth. Okay? So there could be something happening, especially around that 15th, that, kind of, takes off or makes that blindfold slip a little bit, that loosens some of the binds, some of the bounds, the ropes, the ties that bind you, okay? Or binds us. Next card. Okay, so now this is the Nine of Swords. Nines have a completion to it. Nine of Swords is, that stinking thinking, is worrying about something that maybe you don't have maybe you don't have any real control over. Okay, this is those types of thoughts that keep you up at night. That's the ones that wake you up at certain hours of the night. So again, this is that type of energy, and again, I can see on that 15th that happening. People worrying about things, again, that you don't necessarily have the control over. So my thing is, take a chill pill, not really a pill. I don't recommend that. But basically meditate, connect with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is, the source, to help bring you to a more balanced energy. Okay? So a lot of this is, you might feel trapped. There are ways to get out of it. But part of this trap is, part of this is you looking at the situation a little bit, maybe taking a couple of steps back to look at it from that global side, a little bit higher side, and at the same time, the energies can be such that they make us, worry, stress us out, kind of, again, that illusion versus reality. So let's see what we have here. The last card is the King of Cups. Okay, so Cups energy is water. It is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional, the King. Now the court cards all have an underlying energy, and the King's underlying energy is, is air energy, is the Swords energy. It's that, making plans, hearing news, seeing things, thinking things through, strategic type of thinking. So there is a lot of thinking going on. There is a lot of headspace going on with this. But the King of Cups has actually emerged the victor. The King of Cups has balanced the emotion with the intellect. Has kind of said, okay, yeah, this is what, maybe my thoughts, I see these things going on in the world, and my thoughts might be really overwhelming, but emotionally, the King of Cups comes out the victor, okay? The King of Cups has gone through every emotional situation you can think of and has become a fuller person, has become an integrated person, and actually comes out of it in a better place than they were before, okay? So a lot of this is going to be kind of a wait and see, just get through, just let things occur, let things happen, not necessarily to buy into, not necessarily to get too stressed out, because this is saying you might buy into, you might get stressed out, but it's not, but the King of Cups is very victorious. The King of Cups stands in his power, and it doesn't matter male or female, and just kind of said overcomes. So there is a lot of overcoming type of energy with that King of Cups. Okay, so now let's start with our readings. Hello, my Scorpios. How are you? I think you're ready for some adventure. Okay, let's see. I know I always see movement for you, but I think this is adventure. I think you need to shake things up a bit. Maybe, kind of do something a little bit different. Here we go. Let's see. There's some cards that fell. No, actually, there's only one that fell. The other one's kind of pulled. Well, that's a way to get my attention. Let's go on. That one is reversed. Wow, here I am talking about adventure, and now let's go on one more time. There we go. Here. Okay. So let's see what adventure type of energy is for you. What energies are out there for this week for my Scorpios? Reversed. First card is 10 of Ariel. Now, tens is a 1-0. Tens is transition, moving things forward, great energy. A 1, new beginning. 0 has a lot of God, universal energy here. Ariel is earth energy. That is our Virgo, our Capricorn, our Taurus. It is very solid energy. So there is some, even though this is an adventure, it's not, I really feel like this is an adventure that, kind of, your boots are made for walking. So get walking type of energy here. Now that's an old song. These boots are made for walking. It kind of flashed for me a little bit here. But this is about home. This is about happy life. This is about a lightening also of your spirit, a lightening of maybe even your money situation too. So there is so very much to be grateful for: financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. I like that. Now, the thing is, too, I do know that there's, your family can be other things than just the family that you live with, the family that is biologically or you have committed to. So it could be anything with the relationships. It could be your work, job, career family. It could be personal, intimate, interpersonal family. It could be your home or, the family that you have, like I said, you've committed with. So that, it's a relationship that feels very close, very kind, very encouraging also. Okay. Next card is reversed. I'm sorry, it's not reversed. It's there. It is the 9 of Raphael. Now, Raphael is your energy. That is also Pisces and Cancer energy, fluid, emotional. The nine has this wrap-up energy. It's like things are finishing up. Things are getting done. The 9 of Raphael is also the 9 of Cups. This is the wish card. So this has some really good, and actually we're kind of doing a countdown here too. So 10, 9, there is, this has some really good energy for you to expand yourself. Again, I feel adventure. I feel possibilities. I feel that, anything can happen type of energy for you, my Scorpios. Here we are. Make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. And that goes along with that 10 of Ariel. So, Raphael, emotional, spiritual, that type of connection, committed. Ariel, very physical, very tangible. I like that. This card reversed. The Knight of Michael. Okay, so Michael energy is our air energy. It is our Gemini, our Libra, our Aquarius thought processes, hearing news. It could be making some plans, strategic type of thinking. Knight's underlying energy is our, is our Leo, Sagittarius. It's our Aries, passionate, burning, very determined energy. There could be some news that you're hearing, but the Knight of Michael is also about things moving fast. It's like once the direction is set, things happen. Things happen. And, it's, when I talk about pathways and it's like, this is the path you choose, and then this is no longer an option. It's kind of like once you take that first step into that path that you might choose, it's like you're going down that way. This is now, it's not quite, I'm not going to say it's set in stone, but it's kind of like, this is your journey. This is now your path. We all have choices, but it's like once you make that choice, this is your path. And this is quick. This is quick energy. So you could see things happening extremely quickly this week. So the Knight of Michael is strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. So it's telling you not to necessarily, be emotional. Look at the facts. Be a little more objective. Okay. Okay. Sudden changes. So once you make a commitment, once you decide, it's going. You're going down that pathway. But the one thing about the Knight of Michael, it's saying, and my Scorpios, you are more emotional. Water signs are a little more emotional. You do feel things very deeply. This is where you need to think things through. So it's not necessarily feeling as much as it is thinking things through. Okay? So let's go on. I love the cards though. So we have a 10, we have a 9. So 109, that could be, boy, your cards are jumping. So hold on. Here we go. This one, the Magician. So 1091, new beginnings, start, new direction. The Magician is Archangel Raziel. This is making things happen. This is kind of like you do have, even though there's this divine, there's the source, you do have a partnership in many ways. You can say, this is where I would like to go. This is manifesting a new life, manifesting a new direction. Okay? This is kind of making something, making something from nothing and even. Okay? It's kind of like, I'm kind of getting the rising of the phoenix with this. It's not necessarily the card for that, but it's kind of like the rising of the phoenix. So there's the story with that. That what you think was possibly, gone, destroyed, actually there's a lot of rebirth with this energy too. Anyway, Archangel Raziel, you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. So let's see what crystal or energy for my Scorpio. This is wonderful. I like that. I'm going to use life is magical for your little bite, your little tag. I love that for you because with that 10 and that 9, yes. Let's go on. What crystal or energy for my Scorpios? Reversed. Azurite. I do have azurite here, right here. Okay, I think that's azurite. Divine guidance, remember, connection. Stillness, new connections. Astral travel. You might want to carry some azurite with you. It might be helpful. You might want to put it at your bedside, because especially if you do astral traveling. Anyway, my Scorpios, please remember to like, share, subscribe. It helps. It truly, truly does. But more importantly, my Scorpios, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.